Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't drink that much last night. I just had a Guinness.
I went to Outback Steakhouse and I got a Sharky Temple.
Oh my gosh!
Sharky Temple.
So
It's kind of like the Universal one with the Jaws thing, but you actually get to keep the shark.
Ocean attack.
They fill the shark
blood?
with grenadine, and then they bring a Sprite with the shark sticking out of it, and you get to pour it in, and then you get to keep the shark.
Oh, that's fun.
That's cool.
Wait, you get to pour the blood in?
Yeah.
Oh,
or
that's
just drink straight up grenadine out of a shark's mouth. The choice is yours, really.
The choice is yours.
Hello and welcome to the ParkStop podcast. My name is Alicia, and joining me, of course, is Ian.
Hey kids! Wait, this is a real one, not a Patreon one.
This is a real one.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while.
I was confused.
And joining us today, we have a very special guest. Ryan is here to tell us all about his visit on opening day to Universal Horror Unleashed. Welcome, Ryan.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
Wonderful.
Man, nobody said I had to talk to people.
So, Ryan, I wanted to introduce you as co-host of the Unbuilt podcast, but that has ended.
It is sunsetted, as I like the term.
There we go. Yeah, it is archived for archival history purposes, which actually it's really good for.
Yeah. There's like 75 episodes plus bonus episodes out there for you to listen to. We sunsetted it about 9 months ago. So if you want to listen, we have plenty of podcasts, including one starring you, Alicia, where we talked about the Kids Zone replacements. And I can't remember if that was before or after they announced DreamWorks Land.
It was actually before, but we talked about it as a possibility. So we're very, psychic in that way. I think it's a very timeless podcast series, and you can put it on any time or re-listen to it, and you get some really well-researched history.
Yeah, we tried to do our best, me and my co-host, of really digging in and not only researching these unbuilt projects, but kind of discussing whether or not these would have actually stood up to the test of time. And if we would have liked to see them, I always think that people look to unbuilt things and they think that would be so amazing. It should have happened.
Yeah, because our imaginations are always better than reality.
Yeah,
exactly. And sometimes we would go, well, would this have actually made sense? And sometimes it's, yeah, absolutely. This would be the greatest thing ever. And other times we're like, wait, hold on a second. Let's think about the ramifications of this kind of stuff. So we have a lot of that. Maybe it will come back in the future. There's still lots of like unbuilt things that happen every day. One of my favorite things was like looking at, let's just say, call them scams. And they've recently
for legal purposes, they are things you perceive to be scams and not necessarily
correct. These are boondoggles, and people love using theme parks as large financial boondoggles to try to get away with stealing a bunch of money from investors. And we do examine some of those, and some have recently come about. So that might,
there will always be unbuilt things to talk about when they are designed to never be built.
But fortunately, what we're here to talk about actually did get built. So that's cool.
And it's going to get rebuilt, which is your next podcast, Rebuilt, the story of cloning attractions.
That would be a long running podcast.
So Universal Horror Unleashed is a Halloween Horror Nights-like experience in Las Vegas as an expansion to the Area 15
Area 15
entertainment complex.
Yeah. You can almost call it. They almost kind of want it to be like a theme park now. It's very weird how they have it now. I got to go down just on opening day to finally experience one part of this new attraction expansion that they were building was this giant parking garage. And one thing I did not know that they were including in the parking garage is at the basement, they now have it trammed. So there's two campuses essentially. They're not really
this is their epic universe. This is a South Campus.
Yeah, exactly. It's only like across the street. It's almost closer than Disneyland is to Disney's California Adventure. So I don't know why they did this, but it is very cool that they did.
But you'd have to cross a street.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, you can make a bridge for that. It's fine.
They put a tram bridge, apparently.
They put a tram there, and you can ride the tram from one campus to another. And I was so curious, I stood by while it was going across, and it has it has trim narration like you're at a theme park. It goes, Area
Oh my
15
gosh.
is this, in this campus, you can explore this and this and that. In the going back now, you can explore Universal Horror Unleashed, and they have that narration going on now. So
that's absurd. You
Is
can't even get a tram at Epic.
right. That's what they're going for, really.
Is anything else open yet at this new campus area?
There
or
is
just Horror Unleashed?
two things that are open, and it is not very exciting. It is, if you go there right now, you're walking through it, it's very much like a dead outdoor mall. There's a bunch of like signage that says coming soon, but there are two things. It is a outdoor food vendor that is completely unconnected to Universal, which is right outside Unleashed. It's like on you just go like a couple stairs up and it's right there looking over
So someone saw an
Unleashed.
opportunity to be on the ground floor, but not
Exactly.
really.
And then just a little bit in, there's a underneath, if you've been to the new place, the two things that they are like essentially the landmarks of it is the Unleashed warehouse and a giant 747 that they brought from I think like a Burning Man, and it hangs over the terminals, and underneath it there's a like a mall stand kiosk that is open to what seemed like nobody.
So glad the kiosk is ready.
Right. Nobody in a really bored
Priorities.
teen. And I felt really bad for them because they had to stand out in the heat for what it seemed like to be no one like milling about in that area, but they have that ready.
If you build a kiosk, they will come.
Right.
Oh my.
But when it's done, I think across the way from Horror Unleashed, fittingly enough, it'll be that shop called Stahl's Kill, which I think is like a horror, just fashion shop or something like that. It's pretty fitting.
Nice.
There will also be a Nacho Daddy across the way.
Very
Perfect.
important.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The Museum of Ice Cream, Instagram Museum, and something called Interstellar Arc, which is like a fake faux space station, which I don't think has ever been built. It's like another immersive.
So it's like a Meow Wolf type situation.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what it's going to be. They've been very vague about it.
I mean,
so
I like the idea that this is like an alternative entertainment type thing. It's not your normal showgirls show, all you can eat buffet, or gambling. It's not a magic show.
Exactly.
These are explorational theme park exhibits that are like museums you get to walk through and try to stab you in this case. I think
stab.
I think I'm going to have some questions operationally, and I know it was opening day, so none of this matters. But before we really get into literally anything, in case anyone is still stuck with us for the last 7 minutes, can you tell us your house rankings for all 4 experiences at Universal Horror Unleashed, but without like too many spoilers, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty.
Okay, so when you look at the houses that they have chosen to give us at this location, if you're looking at it and go, I think I could guess the ranking, unfortunately, that is it. I would have to say from worst to best, Exorcist, Texas, Scarecrow, and Monsters.
Like, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Monsters are obviously best. So
I was unsure if Scarecrow was better than Monsters, but I watched some POVs before we started recording, and I was like, no, Monsters is better.
Yeah, I would have to say that Scarecrow has probably... I think Scarecrow has more impressive sets, but Monsters has more consistency and has monsters. Yeah,
and a
exactly.
Yeah,
right.
There's some really cool scenes I saw in the Scarecrow thing. I'm excited to see what you thought firsthand.
We can save like the actual spoilery stuff for toward the end in case anyone is about to go to this thing. But if you've been to these houses in Orlando, I mean, maybe Texas Chainsaw Massacre is more like a best of, but I think the other 3 are nearly identical to things we've had before.
They are, with one very big exception, and it's
they'll have a really cool moment in them.
Not that. It's actually not that. It's the way that they begin. And it's not immediately apparent when you watch the POVs, because all the POVs are recorded during these media days.
Right.
Meaning they got to go in and there was nobody there.
Oh, so, are you talking about the queues?
Yes.
Oh my God,
exactly.
Yes. We finally have themed queues for Halloween Horror Nights houses. And I think that it's something we didn't know we needed.
Exactly. So the thing that doesn't come across is when you see it start, most of that, like very, very beginning, you're like, there's no scares. And there's a reason for that because that's a queue.
Right.
And
the POVs are empty. Yeah. There's like fog rolling through them. They're really well themed. Yeah.
Yeah. So because the space is so cramped, it's a very simple switchback, and it's like a switchback of only 3. So like it cannot hold very much. And then you're put into what usually is, and I think it's almost all of them have 2 lines. They jut out. They either go to the left or the right, and you're in this immersive space. And it's this really expansive space that's really cool, with one exception, which is monsters. And there's a reason for that because it's really cool. But let me know, because if you think it's too many spoilers, just let me know.
Oh well, we can jump backward and go back when we talk about monsters in like 20 minutes.
Sure.
Now, let's say, okay, someone's just getting there. They have their tickets in hand. They're entering. What is it like going into this? Because it is a big building, right?
It is a big building, but it's very cramped because so much of this is taken up by space, and unfortunately not intelligently. Like that's one of my biggest.
Well, that's how it feels when you're in the middle. Is that what you mean? When you're in the non-house space?
Yeah, exactly. When you're in the non-house space, and when you go to, and this is the biggest sin, I think everybody is going to agree, the Premier House restaurant is an absolute dud. It is a dud.
Boo.
And you have to you have to look at it and go, what happened here? Where did the money go? Because all it is just some Bloomhouse standees that you can see in a movie theater. And there's an entire side that's just a few tables and that's it. And you kind of go,
sit down?
This is the sit down.
This
is the sit down that requires reservations in advance.
That's not good.
And when I went, I wanted to go to it, but it had an hour wait.
To sit in a blank room with,
that is correct,
with undecorated tables and movie theater Blumhouse logos.
And maybe Megan will dance at one point.
Oh, Megan. Well, that's worth it then. It's all worth it.
We're done.
Right.
Oh, by the way, I just watched Megan 2 and I liked it. Y'all can hate all you want.
I didn't see it yet.
It's good.
To watch it.
It's like if Terminator 2 was a comedy. It's so good.
Well, I mean, what else do you do with it, I guess, right?
No, I saw pictures of that and complaints, and like, I'm like, oh, well, it must be some like, sponsored bar, like a Coca-Cola or Fanta bar or something at Halloween Horror Nights. No, it's the restaurant.
Yeah,
that's not
they
good
call
at
it
all.
a movie-themed restaurant.
Yeah,
that's how they get away with it.
It's a movie theater lobby-themed restaurant.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, no, but there is like still a quick service and a bar and stuff that was happening and
there's
happened.
2 bars. There are 2 bars.
Okay, I'm in.
So there's the way it's laid out. It is a horseshoe for navigating the space. So you go in, and the first thing you see is the boiler bar. It's this gigantic boiler that occasionally will start emitting fog and going off. It's probably the coolest thing in the entire space. That's cool.
So that's well themed, and it's right there when you enter.
Exactly. It's the weenie of sorts, and immediately off to your left is Monsters, is the entrance to Monsters. And everything else is very like scattered props. Like there's like a Phantom of the Opera balcony right to your right of you, and above there's like they swing back and forth. They're on the like they're tethered on their back.
Is this like an actual scare actor or like a mannequin?
No, it's an actual scare actor. You're right. No, it is a scare actor, and she's tethered. Her back is tethered, and she can jump across between beams, like she's tethered from above.
Yeah.
So she can do stunts like that sometimes, And sometimes like a ghoul will come out on the balcony and just like
I figured
sit
out where
there.
the restaurant budget went.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
Those are like, they try to make like a really good impression upon you at first.
Yeah. It's all downhill from now. Just kidding.
Right. And then you go further, and the entrance to Texas is pretty plain. And that's when it kind of like gets into more like a warehouse vibe. You turn a corner, and to your left is the bathrooms and Rough Cuts. Rough Cuts is the quick service, and it for the seating, it is Epcot style barrels. You're just standing, putting your food on these barrels like trash cans.
Food festival style. Got it.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it? Did you eat anything?
Yes, I did. I did eat at Rough Cuts. I got the Cherry Coke's smothered rib.
Okay.
And it was quite good. It was a lot.
A lot of food or a lot of money?
It was a lot of money. It was $20.
Oh, that's not as bad as I was expecting to be.
No, not at all.
It was one giant rib. That's
one rib.
So like a brontosaurus rib, or
kind of.
I'm picturing a rack of ribs. It's just one rib. No, that makes more sense.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get you suckers going through my head right now. How much for one rib? Sorry.
There's also there's like a pork shoulder available, and the weirdest thing I think was
it's cuts like a butcher. I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing is, so they have a variety of drinks. They only serve alcohol at the bars. So the variety of drinks, they don't have bottled water. They only have liquid death, which is a very Vegas kind of deal where you're only going to sell the canned liquid death.
You can't get tap water?
You can get tap water at the bar.
Oh, well, that's all that matters, as long as we're not killing people.
Exactly. That's the great thing. But it was
there's
so
no
weird
water here.
I went up there and I was like, I would like a bottle of water. And they're like, we don't have bottles of water. We only have liquid death.
Coyote Ugly here. We don't serve water at this point.
So they told me to go across the way to the boiler bar. And I was like, can I get some water? And they were so overstressed that they were like, yeah, here, it's on the house. So I'm like, sweet. So that was nice.
Oh,
that's craziness.
Mm-hmm. The rib was really good. It's just I wish it didn't cost so damn much money.
It's fine. It's $20 a rib. It's nice. It's a good
right.
It's Vegas, baby. Did you get a drink?
It's just some water, but I did see all the drinks around me.
Okay.
The presentation of the drinks were mostly pretty good. People were saying that they were surprisingly strong. So I kind of believe it. The bar,
they're super
of course,
expensive. They look pretty, and you're at a theme park attraction, so I would expect it to be watered down. I get it.
Yeah. It was the frenzy of the actual bar was a little chaotic. So people were kind of milling out and about because it's opening day, and it was only getting crazier from there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch the atmospheric show, like the Jack show that's going on?
Yeah, that was my next question.
That was actually the first thing I saw.
Oh.
I turned a corner and it was just playing. Now, I don't know if they've corrected this, but there are no set show times, nothing. I mean, there's no map.
Yeah.
There's nothing like the first night's problems was that like houses would keep closing.
Yeah.
And there was no information. There's no information at all anywhere in this place.
Well, it's because Leatherface kept eating people. you have to shut it down for an hour every once in a while.
Exactly. And
clean up
all
the mess.
blood and stuff like that. But the Jack Show will just play whenever I guess they feel like it. It's 10 minutes long. And it is pretty much if they took Nightmare Fuel and crossed it with Jack the Clown.
So dancing.
And made it 10 minutes long.
Right. The weirdest thing about the show is the stage, which is arranged. And it took me a second to figure out what was wrong here. So I had to go see it. Like the standing room for the show is not very, very big, at all.
Are you like in a restaurant looking out?
You're in this very small space between Premier House, Jack's Alley Bar, and the Scarecrow Maze.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to watch from the Scarecrow side. So they have its act that involves a lot of hula hoops, and I could not see the act, and I'm like, is the stage like set weirdly? What am I missing here? And it took me like a second to figure out. Oh, I'm getting Jenny Nicholson right now because there is a big, gigantic beam that bifurcates the stage. So you have to literally be standing dead center to see all the show.
Well, it's not really so much a stage as it is the space between things.
Yes, exactly.
It's literally a nook. And I think it's even tiered in a way because they have things under it.
That is correct. Yes, it's it's literally on the side of booths at Jack's Alley Bar.
Gotcha.
So my guess is the beam is a load-bearing beam. That would have to be my guess. Yeah. So so you have to literally view it. If you want to view the entire show, you have to view it head on.
Yeah. I mean, you just wait to the next one, which could be, oh, let's check the show times. Oh, that's right.
You can't. Yeah, exactly. So if once the show is over, by the way, the show is interactive. They bring like 3 contestants. So
contestants,
very weird, by the way.
Victims, volunteers.
Oh, yes.
Suckers.
It's very strange. It begins in the bar.
What?
So there's a stage above the bar, and Jack and Chance come down there, pick out volunteers. Then they move to the stage behind or in front of the bar, and then they do the show there, and they bring the 3 volunteers on stage and ask them who gets to stay and who is slain, who is executed, essentially.
That's why it's called Stay or Slay. Okay.
Right, exactly.
I thought they were just trying to be hip with the lingo.
Would you think Nene was going to come out and dress Slay?
Yeah,
yes.
The whole idea, I guess, is supposed to be that this is Jack doing his own Cirque du Soleil.
Right. It's like facing Jack's bar, so I guess it makes sense. This is not entertainment for the entire venue. This is literally entertainment for one bar.
No, that is not true, because that is the craziest thing. Because, again, while the show starts in the bar, it then goes into the stage that is in front of the bar, but the bar does not face. So the bar is behind
they're trying to empty the bar to get new people into the bar to sell more drinks.
That's what they are
turn
doing.
Over the tables.
Yeah, so they come on, everybody, come away from the bar where you are spending money and come over to the stage to watch the show.
It's funny.
Yeah, exactly. And so right after that, you have to be like so quick to get in line for the meet and greet, because meet and greet will not have a big enough line to stack, because then they have to go in, I think, like 15 minutes later, and they will not hold your phone. They will at least on opening day, they will not take a phone for you, a photo for you on your phone.
Oh, we should also talk about that. Don't bring a professional camera. Don't bring any camera. Yeah. Absolutely no cameras whatsoever to this experience. You can bring your phone and take pictures with that, but of course not in the houses, because it's like Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando, not like Hollywood. And if you bring a camera, you can use one of the lockers, which on opening day were broken.
Obviously.
I did not know that.
It's a whole thing. It's whole thing. Do not count on it. Leave your cameras. They let the media, some people who are with the media bring a camera on opening day, but that is not going to happen ever again.
Oh, wow. Well, I had to take a selfie with Jack and Chance, so...
because you have to hold it yourself, yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. They would not hold my phone for me.
Do they take like paid pictures? Do they have like a photo pass thing?
They will offer only if you have a specific purchased pass, which I'm not sure if it comes with the unlimited or not. I only did the so it has 3 tiers of tickets.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, which ticket tier did you get, and what are the options?
I did get the locals ticket for 1 through for each maze. And then there's the unlimited ticket option, which of course you can go through all the mazes as much as you want. And then there's, have you heard about the VIP tickets?
No, but I did see bottle services available.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's $3,000 for the Horror Unleashed.
Never mind.
Yeah, if it's you and 6 people, I think, and
it's
you get
crazy
bottle
that it
service.
Costs about the same as a RIP tour, which has 10 houses and a full theme park.
I know.
And food.
Food, but not bottle service.
Not bottle
not
service,
2 little
but
bottles
food.
of vodka.
Yeah, that's insanity. I'm just trying to do all the math in my head with this.
Let me see. It's a
and only
personal
6 people.
VIP host.
We get 10 in an RIP.
You get a special meet and greet experience with a Universal Horror Unleashed artist.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And
that is
6
cool.
souvenir beverages and exclusive discount on merch.
Yeah, 6 souvenir beverages that would all be handed to me because Alicia and Jen would take a sip and be like, nope.
You read the RIP like perks and it's like, and a free lanyard. Like, that's how we like verify that we're in the group. Like, that's not that big a prize. Right. Thank you.
Okay. So
you got the locals one-time admission?
One time, yeah.
What did you pay after tax? If you don't mind
so
me
it was
$59.99,
about 65 around there.
Oh, that's not actually too bad.
Because it starts at 69, and that's on like a weekday. Like, so your discount's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. That's the only locals discount. So going forward, for locals to want to come back, they're gonna really. They need to start an annual pass program, but I think they're not going to want to do that until 2026 at the very earliest. Yeah. Is my guess. Yeah.
It's an Epic Universe situation.
Exactly.
Unless no one's coming after a month, in which case it's like an Epic Universe situation when back to school starts. Sorry.
November, that's going to be the time when they're going to be like, okay, let's see what happens.
So yeah, I guess we can kind of get into spoilers because I kind of want to break down in order of what you did and when for the houses and like just some highlights, some of your favorite stuff. We don't have to go like beat for beat or anything. I'm just curious what you liked, what you didn't like.
Yeah, so I started with Exorcist. I actually did like I said at the beginning. I looked at the list of houses and I figured which would be the worst to the best. And that's
you're like
the order
building
I
up
did
to the better. Oh, that's smart.
Exactly.
Except when they close for an hour and you don't get to do the last one.
Thankfully, I did not go that late, so I got to do all 4.
Okay, good.
And I did hear the last 2 nights. They only closed 10 minutes before closing. So that is an improvement.
Vast improvement. I mean, this opening day jitters, we get it.
Right.
We just make fun of it because it's funny.
So I started with Exorcist. And like I said, the most impressive thing about these new houses is that they have these incredible queues.
Oh, we're such nerds. The best thing about this attraction is waiting for it.
And with Exorcist, I was sort of blown away at first because you're going through. Exorcist believer. I've seen the original Exorcist, but I've never seen. Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
You have.
You would. You know what?
Of course I did. It says Exorcist. Of course I'm going to watch it.
I've been through the house in Orlando. That's it.
Yeah, that was the movie preview we got.
Yeah, so it starts in a Mexican town, like a fully seemingly built up Mexican town. I don't know where this like takes place. I'm guessing this is supposed to be in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, like a prelude, like a before the credits thing.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Prologue. But you're going through this like kind of abandoned, semi recent Mexican town, and it's a really incredible mood starter.
Oh, so the queue actually takes place in this first scene moment?
Yeah, and you're in this like moonlit Mexican town, and you're just walking through. And once again, there's no scare actors, nothing. You're just waiting to get let in. You go in one of 2 paths. I guess that's how they get the queuing under control. So they pulse in one group from one queue, pulse in another group from another queue. If you are a single rider like me, you will just get pulsed in with other guests.
You're still pulsed, but not by yourself. You're just in a small group.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then from there, it's pretty much the house that was in Orlando.
Which is funny because it has deleted scenes from the movie in it. Like they clearly designed it based on before the movie was finished, and then they ported it over here years after the movie's been out. It's fine. It's probably better than the movie.
Yeah, Jason Blum wanted one of his movies in there, I guess.
Yeah, but a better version that has all the deleted stuff.
And once again, there's some really cool scenes and scares, especially with I believe it's one of the possessed children. She is like floating up towards the sky. I'm not sure it's like she's supposed to be like vomiting or something like that, but she's like like it's like a statue up in the sky, and there's all this commotion going on within the scene itself, and it got people like actually like the guests who were going through it, they actually got like off kilter because there were so many people, they weren't sure what was going on. So that was a really cool like offsetting moment. Like I said, there's no conga line, so that creates a lot of moments where like somebody up in front of you might be genuinely unsure of who is an actor, who is not, and they
which
do
way to
play,
go even.
Yeah, right. And they do play with that. They're supposed to play with that in Texas, but we actually did not see the scene that I got to see in a POV later, which is another thing. A lot of things weren't working correctly on opening day because I avoided all of the videos. And I watched them afterwards. I'm like, wait a second, that never happened. Wait, that never happened.
So you get to enjoy it not knowing what you're missing.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Did the Exorcist house have Tubular Bells play in one of the scenes? The music from The Exorcist? I watched a POV and I think I heard it in the background. I remember in Orlando, it didn't have that for the first week or two. And it was everyone's like, it's my worst favorite. It's like the least good house of the year. Then they started playing it and people are like, I don't know what it is, but this house was pretty good. Like,
I honestly don't remember if they played the theme.
I think I saw it inside Universal's POV before we started. I think I heard it, but I didn't have it turned up very loud. But,
okay, like maybe I don't recall.
I bet you it's in the commotion scene, so you can't even hear it.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it could be. It could be absolutely.
It adds to the chaos.
From Orlando, the room I remember the most is the bedroom where the one is levitating and all that stuff. I don't know if that's there. I don't remember the POV of
and then you turn around and there's a demon.
Vegas. Yeah. That was the room I liked the most.
Yeah, okay. That was one of the rooms that I remember. Nice. The commotion room is the one where there was like a bunch of medical equipment around.
Yeah. That's the room.
That's the room. Okay, cool. Perfect.
And then like it happens again, you go into the same room, but it's like an underworld version of it.
Okay, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The next one I did, once again, was Texas Chainsaw. The interior queue is exactly what you would think it is. It is the outside of the gas station, fully built out. It looks great. It's really cool.
Wait, this isn't based on some random reboot sequel? It's
based on the original. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
There is supposed to be a bit that I saw in a POV that I'm not sure why I didn't get to see. And I was the first to go in. So I know for a fact that this did not happen. There's supposed to be a bit where... It wasn't ready
till the second group.
Right. There's supposed to be a bit where somebody plays a tourist who seemingly almost gets lost. It's right at the front of it. And you're on the ground and she is on the porch. And you guys both walk into the house together, and then Leatherface kidnaps her and takes her.
Oh, that's fun.
That did not happen during my walkthrough. And when I saw that later, I was like really bummed out. I was like, that would have been so cool to have seen. So that was a disappointment later on, but the house is fairly good. I've been through a lot of TCM houses.
Does that pay off later? Like he should come running out with her head. Like
I don't think it pays off later. It's a gag that happens. Yeah,
it was so great. Like you have a very distinct hat on the lady or something, so that you know who it is when he's holding parts of her.
Yeah.
Even if they find a body later on that's like just barely there with like a hat or a shirt.
Yeah,
or
you with the same hat on it. Like, yeah, exactly. Hanging on a hook, that would be in theme. Hanging on a hook.
It'd be so good.
That would be so cool.
Just turned away so you can't tell it's the same actress or not.
Why don't they hire us for this stuff?
I know, right?
But it was pretty much standard Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. There was no weird smells though.
I was going to ask that. Does any of the houses, Scarecrow the Reaping, nothing? None of them have smells, just the normal fog scent of
just
existing...
normal fog scent. Yeah, unless they were not working, there was no special smells. I was really going, well, there has to be in Texas, and there's nothing.
The notorious smell from Texas.
So it's usually burning meat poop is usually what it is.
Exactly.
It's both mixing together and killing my nose. No, I think that might be a case of a shared space. Like they're all in one building.
Yeah, that's a great point.
It's entirely point. Like usually the whole like one smell can permeate an entire tent. Imagine it while you're eating your rib.
Well, you talk about all the time where like they had the ET smell shut off, but it like permeated the building.
Right.
The fact is that they might want to change out these mazes too.
You're right. When this closes and gets replaced with a Dave and Buster's, we don't want it smelling like meat.
Or another maze, or another maze.
Or we do, or maybe we do if it's Dave and Buster's.
Right. Man. So after that, I did do Scarecrow, and this one by far has the most impressive of the interior queues. It's just you're out in the cornfield in front of the barn, and it is just overwhelming, towering all around you. And I was so mad on this one because they told me to go left because the left queue just emptied out and I went right in. So I didn't get to like stand in this queue, and you can't.
Oh, you're mad because you didn't get to wait in line. I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
I was like, I wanted to stay here.
But essentially, this is like an extended look at a facade to begin. Like you're in a pre-scene, and you get to see the facade for a longer time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then from there, it's a great maze. They have a scene, and I don't remember if this is in the Orlando one where you go in and there's essentially a screen in the background.
Yeah, I think this is new for this.
That has like a tornado type effect.
It's the Dust Bowl.
Yeah, the Dust Bowl type effect. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, that is so cool.
And in the clips I've seen, like the scare actors keep you there so you get the full effect, because like the corn turns red at some point. Like it gets to be like, it's a good 30 seconds or more.
I would have loved that to happen, but it did not. They just kept us moving.
Yeah, your opening day, they had a lot. Mm-hmm. This is a lot of people that were there. Like, and there was a line of bloggers I've never seen outside of Orlando this long.
But this is one of the shutdowns, actually. Come to think about it, because I was stuck in line for about a good 10 minutes. It's frozen. But in the exterior, that's what sucks. I was in the exterior queue. So all
which is essentially in the warehouse portion still, right?
Yeah, all I'm doing is staring at Jack's Alley Bar. Mm-hmm. And, just standing there. And then finally when it got going, that's when I got right in. So, that's probably it. They just wanted you to just keep going through. But it was a great maze. I really loved it. The scenic is so on point. The scares, I think that was the scariest, for sure.
Does it feel longer than the previous two as far as length of house?
Great question. No, every house feels exactly the same length.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels. Each one feels about 5 to 6 minutes long. I did not feel one felt longer versus the other.
Okay.
The only one that felt a little longer, and it's only because there are so many distinct scenes, is definitely Monsters.
Oh yeah, because it keeps changing. It's like, if you get bored with this one, don't worry, you'll be in another house in a minute.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. And so Monsters, of course, it was the best. That has the queue where you are in the Crypt of Van Helsing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And this was the longest shutdown I had to endure, and you were in there for 25 minutes. Now, normally I would have been thrilled with this, but this one is not like Exorcist, Texas, or Scarecrow.
Is it just
where
bricks?
You're in an expansive space? You're actually in a really cramped space because you're in low ceilings. You're in a crypt, and there is a narration that keeps going over and over.
What is with Universal in
the
the Monsters narrations? Because I maybe I can't remember it, but this house is like nearly identical to the first, I would say first, but like the first Universal Monsters maze that we had several years ago, before they started doing the like mashup individual characters. This was just like all the characters. I think it was in like Parade Building. I remember like all the scenes, like the Hunchback scene and with the gargoyles and stuff. I remember all the scenes, but I can't remember if it had the narration that they've done in the more recent ones, where like the who is it, like a Lady Helsing character?
I don't think it was a lady.
I don't remember.
It was a man. It was a man.
No, like the newer ones. The newer ones.
The last Monster House.
It's like her literal like inner monologue. Like, she thought about it and like, no, I don't care about this. Please stop narrating my life.
Yeah,
that was
I
the
think
last
this
Monster
was like.
House, I think.
I think this was like recordings from Van Helsing keep going over and over
like
again.
His diary, right?
Exactly, that's it.
What is with this inner monologue stuff? What is wrong with? I don't need it.
Yeah.
And you know what? At least in the queue, it makes sense. Throughout the house, it's just unnecessary. I don't need it.
Yes, and it keeps going on throughout the house. Yes, that is exactly it.
It's like the fairy tale houses makes more sense. Like the Tooth Fairy house or whatever. Like you're in a storybook and there's a narrator. That's fine. You're telling a story. I know the story of the monsters. Monsters be scary, yo. Like that's the story of the monsters. We don't need narration for that.
I'll be honest. I miss half the narration anyway because the houses are so loud. So
true.
The queue, however, this seems like they are like, no, we're never changing this one out. Like,
I was going to ask that.
Looked really good.
Like permanent.
The actual maze itself looks pretty identical to the one that is from all those years ago.
Yeah.
But the queue looks permanent. The like facade is immaculate.
Oh, so maybe they can even swap it out to different monsters experiences, but we're going to keep this crypt entrance no matter what.
That might be it, yeah. And they have this like stained glass Van Helsing window in there that you can like you go through both sides of it. And it's really, really well done. Cool. Like it's shocking. Like there's busts of all the monsters in that queue.
Yes. Yeah. And they're really creepy looking.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I was like, oh, there's a little taste of Dark Universe here in Vegas. I was like, oh, yeah, all right. No Victoria, no Igor, unfortunately.
Someone described it as, in the order that you did these houses, someone described it as from temporary to permanent in the setup. So I guess this is what they were talking about. But like, it definitely feels like they can swap out Exorcists because it's not that big a deal. They could swap out Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Scarecrow, but Scarecrow and Monsters being the in-house properties maybe could stay longer based on the way that they're constructed.
A lot, yeah, for sure. And I would be shocked if they took out Monsters, especially with this. Once again, like the start of the queue is like so low ceilings, and like I touched the statues and the busts. They really feel like they're made of like really tough stuff. So and of course, you know, they're on guest level, and being the guest that would go to this thing, they'd probably be at high touch too. So I have to imagine that this is the one they are going to keep. And the maze is really good. Again, you can't go wrong with the Universal Monsters at all. Some wonderful scares. I loved, you know, seeing Hunchback, especially.
Yeah, that's my favorite scene.
And the only thing is, I guess it feels a little short. The Dracula scene is terrific. And that's like, it's the perfect way to kind of like cap off.
Is that like a little Dark Universe scene? He's like, feed my brides.
Yes, it is. Yes. I thought of Drac from
he even
Epic
swipes
right
his
there.
like cape over his face, exactly like the scene in the ride. And it has it's a live scene with the Frankenstein's monster, which I remember from that house in Orlando.
That was the other thing. So the scene with Frankenstein's monster, they were playing it out, but I was like, something's missing here. And sure enough, all the projection mapping effects were not working.
Oh, no electricity?
Yeah. None of it was working.
The Phantom Room looks cool too, kind of like a mirror music room. With
all I love mirrors. I love mirrors.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. And I think if I were to go back, it would just be to see hopefully all the effects working again.
Yeah.
And, you know, I understand it's the first night and they didn't soft open this thing. They only put it with like media people and barely anybody going. And you could tell that probably overwhelmed them. I did see quite a few overwhelmed workers. There were some technical issues. I was in the bathroom and the lights went out.
Yeah, there's some electricity issues in both bathrooms, I heard.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Yeah, it just the lights kept going out in the bathrooms, and I had to just tell the security guard, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
That's atmospheric, actually. That's
I was going to
exactly.
say, trying to scare you.
They're scaring you in the bathroom now. Jack is in there. Oh, do you know anything about the story, the lore of the building itself? Like that this is like a storage unit for like Halloween Horror Nights lore, and because there's like the collective and stuff in there. There's like artifacts, and that the reason Jack is trapped, he's actually trapped in there and he can't get out due to magic.
Yeah, and I mean the stage show makes zero reference to it.
It's unnecessary. Weird. It's just for us.
It's just Jackson Vegas,
He's
but
having fun. He's making the best of it.
The actual entrance itself is kind of like a steel door that you would find on an army base.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's very much like there's things scattered everywhere. The legendary truth guy is in there that you could talk to.
There's characters. Yeah.
Yeah, there's characters. Half of them I did not show up because it was so crowded. Like you could tell like only some of them were showing up because they could not find any space.
It sounded like from team members that I don't know if management just didn't expect the turnout, but like it's a new thing, grand opening. How do you not expect full capacity? They have to have pre-sold the tickets. They have to know how busy it's going to be.
No, they did. I think the problem is that they didn't expect people to stay.
Oh, that was the lingering.
The lingering, because they're making they know they only sell a very small number of unlimited tickets.
Yeah, those ran out.
Right. They're running out very quickly, but they still had like one person, one go through, one person tickets available. It's just that people were staying.
Just because you do one house one time doesn't mean you can't stick around in the middle.
You're supposed to be there for about 3 hours, and that's provided you eat or drink at Premier House or bars. Right.
They don't know us very well.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there is an underestimation of the vibes. This is an Epic Universe situation. This is a Halloween Horror Nights is for the vibes. The reason we get the like frequent fear pass isn't so that we keep doing the same houses over and over again. That's just what we do in between the vibes. Like we're just hanging out with our friends and we're like chilling and like waiting in line and stuff is part of the fun. And if you're not doing a house and you can only do it once, what are you going to do except clog up the middle?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the middle can get extremely clogged because that's the problem. Like it gets to a point where in that prop hallway between where Exorcist is and between that and Rough Cuts, it's tiny. So it can bottleneck very quickly, especially if the Jack show is going, because you could just run right into a crowd watching that Jack show.
Oh no.
And it can get really bad really fast. And
maybe that's why there's no schedule for the Jack show. They can only do it when there's enough like fire safety room.
Space.
Yeah.
They really should think about turning that stage to the bar.
It's too late now.
Yeah. I know. Way too late now.
I think that it's going to be very interesting to see operationally how they handle it in the future, because
I know where they can empty out a whole bunch of space. Just remove some of that Blumhouse stuff and take out those temporary tables and you got yourself a whole other room.
Exactly. I would recommend that they redo the entire Premier House area.
Yeah.
Either make that an additional maze, because does this place really need a plush sit-down restaurant? Like,
if it's not going to look like it, no one's going to want to pay for it anyway.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, 2 bars is enough. I think you would get a lot more mileage out of it if this was a 5th house. And it could get in a whole.
Do you really think they could fit a whole house in this little like Blumhouse restaurant?
Oh, I think so. It's massive. It's shockingly massive. Like,
I wonder if it's.
And if you took out some of the kitchen space, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe that's the intention. Maybe when they need to close one to turn it over, this is a temporary space, and that's why they didn't theme it.
That could be it. That could be it.
You got cardboard cutouts because those are easy to remove, and then you can turn this into a mini house and still charge people for 4 houses.
For 4 houses?
Yeah.
I always thought that they maybe just like they would close it during an off season, like
because it's like 6 months turnover. I mean, I guess if you're only working on one house and not 4 all at once, maybe 3 months if you pre-build everything. But the tear out alone is going to take like several weeks because the stuff's built more permanently.
Do we think that kitchen serves as the kitchen for the space, though?
Is it? Yeah. Is it one kitchen for everything? I imagine.
I don't know. Rough Cuts did seem to have a tiny like area right there.
Area, yeah.
So my guess is yes, it functions as a kitchen for the entire space. Yeah. Because Jack's Alley Bar does serve food.
Yeah. There you go.
But if they removed the food, the major food element, and move to smaller things, they might be able to get away with that. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Before we run out of time, 2 things. One, Gift shop?
Yes.
Was it
Gift
cool?
shop was...
Is that how you exit?
Yes. Gift shop, I'm so sorry to say this.
Oh
It's
no.
so disappointing.
No.
It was
Aw.
so
It could have been a
disappointing.
tribute store.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's number one, it's very poorly themed. Number two,
no.
every piece of merch you can find at almost every other Universal, to the point where the Bates Motel merch is marked Universal Studios Hollywood.
Oh,
There's...
specifically Hollywood.
yeah.
Oh, that's not great.
And the only Universal Horror Unleashed merch is fine. Like you can buy an exclusive poker chip because it's Vegas, and that's
Oh,
like
jeez.
the magnet. The Spirit jerseys are okay. There's one or two logo shirts. The tumblers that have the name of the place on it are terrible. It's a
Oh no.
Frankenstein with like the cheapest Universal Horror Unleashed font. It's not even an official logo.
Mm.
It's not very well done. I was so disappointed with the entire thing. I was hoping it would be a lot better. It's
Hey, but if
nowhere
you wait long
close.
enough, they're going to open that scary apparel place across the way.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
You get some good merch then.
Right, exactly. But like if you've ever been to a Halloween Horror Nights and you see the merch there, except for the stuff that specifically says Universal Horror Unleashed, you will find it there.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you
Well,
would
that's
expect.
fine. I mean, it's not, it's a year-round thing. It's not, like,
Yeah.
this is stuff you can't get all the time, and you're not always going to be at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
I do think that talking to you, it makes perfect sense why, I think one complaint people are like, why don't they just have the middle and the bars open for anyone coming to this Area 15? It's like, well, because they literally can't. There's no room for it.
Can't.
So they don't need that. They already have that taken care of. Now, maybe later when there's not enough people buying tickets to the house, they could open it up and then check wristbands at the house entrances or something. Like, they could do that later if they need to, the way that, was it the second week of the great movie escape rooms at City Walk, they started letting anyone into the bars.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to do the same thing there, and they realized, oh no, wait, we need money. But that is my point. I wanted to talk about operations and the future of this venue and the likelihood of it succeeding and what success will be measured as. And I don't want to talk too long about it. Maybe we need to do like a whole separate show for this, but like,
oh man,
I guess everyone's going to say like their main concern is there was a lot of scare actors. The houses are designed really, really well. A lot of care and attention is put into the experiences. How long until that drops off? This is what people are asking.
Okay. So the number one thing that people keep talking about, of course, is everything that's going on in the news with Las Vegas tourism.
Right.
And here's the thing I always tell them. This is not just about Universal, but Area 15 opened up in summer 2020. That's not a joke. That's when it opened.
Right. At the worst possible timing possible.
Yeah. And Omega Mart opened February 2021.
Yeah.
They really sunk their feet into the sand and they waited it out. And now there's a gigantic expansion happening. There's a third one on the way with a hotel coming. So
yeah, in many respects, this could be, I don't want to say the future of Vegas, but the thing that survives in Vegas, because old Vegas, and I'm like all articles, I'll blame millennials. Millennials don't like gambling. Millennials don't care about all you can eat buffets. Millennials don't care about Siegfried and Roy Tiger shows. Like,
I don't care about that stuff.
This is the future of themed experiences for like art house stuff. Like, this is what we want to go do, and it's new and different. Mocktails are all the rage. Like, this is a new future. So I get that it can survive.
So I don't think it's a question of Vegas tourism being down. That doesn't concern me.
That is not my concern. My concern is Universal Studios operations. And this is coming out of reading and being and going to Epic Universe. And I have some anger right now at what's going on in Epic Universe, because it is a beautifully designed, like spared no expense. Like no Universal project has ever like built those 40-foot tall statues and spent so much money on such immersive experiences just for operations. Only running one train at a time for more than half the day at Stardust Racers.
You better not happen when I'm there.
I think Universal Horror Unleashed is a beautifully designed horror experience that, you know, has some like failings because of opening day and it was too crowded in the middle. But the houses themselves are designed really well because, of course, they are. They're Halloween Horror Nights houses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a lot more scare actors than I was expecting for a local haunt. And that's my fear.
Yes. Ian, you can go first.
I was going to say, I think they're also potentially leaving some money on the table. I mean, and I have long griped about the merch standards of theme parks in general. There's very few things I actually like that they put out. So that's one thing. I think the restaurant, if they had done it in a different way where the restaurant was also available for outside people, like a door to the outside, it would probably do better for them, and they could have actually themed it a little better and like walled
it's in
it
the
off.
Worst possible spot.
So I think they could have done better by that restaurant and for themselves if they had thought it out a little bit better. From what I can tell, from what I'm hearing from Ryan, those are just two things that jumped out just from listening to Ryan talk about.
Well, I could tell you that one thing for sure is that through the end of October, Universal Horror Unleashed will obviously be running immaculately. The real question is, what happens after that? And the first thing, I guarantee you, the first thing that's probably going to go is going to be the roam around actors, or at least the significant amount of them.
Well, people bungee jumping across the rafters is going to go the first thing to be gone. Exactly. It's probably gone day 2.
Yeah. And I'm very curious to see what they do about the gift shop. Opening day, you have to be in the experience to go to the gift shop. There is a security guard.
Is that at the front of the building?
Entrance. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe that could be. Who wants to go in and buy merch for the thing that they
Hollywood.
can't do?
They can't do it. Yeah. Well, they are closed right now on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and that's going to expand, I believe, to either Thursdays and Mondays starting in November.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they're going to be closed at least 3 days a week starting in November. Mm-hmm.
Well, then that means that they don't have rotating casts. It's literally just the same people, and those are their days off.
That is correct. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's actually a good thing because that means that everyone is on. Like they're always on because they're the only team.
Operationally, they're able to not operate 365. So they must have that built in. So that's a good thing. So we know where they're starting at. The question, of course, is where do their sales go when we get into November, and especially December, which is a really slow period. January is going to be better for them.
See, you put a Santa hat on Leatherface. Tubular Bells turns into Jingle Bells. You see, they have a plan.
Of course, make a Krampus house. It's
they
fine.
say that they're going to have seasonal events, and I don't know what that means. Number one,
the Jack show has changed.
Right. And number 2, if you don't have a local, you only have one locals discount. Oh, you can get in for $65 once. It's not going to really help with seasonal events, but we'll see how the turnover.
I can see November, December, they start doing a 3-day pass or something to try to get more money out of you. And then come next year, they get desperate and do a seasonal pass where they get certain amount of months that you buy, and that excludes Halloween.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for, honestly. And I'm crossing my fingers that they also actually change out the houses.
Yeah, I don't see that for a long time.
Yeah. I think if they get really desperate, they might change out Exorcist in a year, but that's only if it's doing really bad.
They're opening this up in Chicago. Talk amongst yourselves.
They are opening in Chicago, and I think that is going to be a little bit more themed and a little less bar focused because, again, they're very much going for that Vegas vibe of drinking and chilling along with the scares. So I could see the Chicago version being a little less food and drink and a little bit more immersive themed horror and going in that direction. That's at least how I feel, because once again, the vibes of the Jack show and that whole premiere house thing, it just makes me feel like they don't want to go too heavy on theming and such. They don't want to go too hard on it because, this is still Vegas and we still have to pull back and be a little bit more minimalist, because that's not what people want. They want, full on edginess, but not too much, because if we go too far,
we have to
it's going to be
it to the
Excalibur.
local. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, everyone, when we heard it was going to Chicago as a second location, had a knee-jerk reaction that, oh, this is Universal's Disney Quest.
Disney Quest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ryan, so much for talking about your experience at Universal Horror Unleashed. I think the bottom line here is you liked it.
I did enjoy it. I'm hoping for sunnier days ahead for this experience, and that the opening day was just a minor hiccup in a great future for this new attraction.
But it was well themed, and it had really good scares, and there's great costumes and designs, and it's a premier haunt experience. It's just great. Like any Halloween Horror Nights house.
Best in the city. You will never find anything better than this experience.
Yeah, it looks great. All the mazes look amazing. I want to go. I might go.
You should
go soon. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it won't be soon, unfortunately. So I might have to be the bearer of bad news at some point. It's also weird that Ryan wished sunnier days on a dark experience. It's just so weird.
Ryan, is there anywhere that you'd like to send people to find you on the internet? I know you're around at the Discord server for Theme ParkStop. Go to discord.gg/themeparkstop to join. Where else can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on X at Open Mother's Mail, and on Blue Sky at the same exact handle. And of course, you can find my former podcast series, Unbuilt, and Unrealized Theme Park Podcast at Unbuilt Pod. You can find that on anywhere you find any podcast. And there's 75 episodes plus bonus episodes over the last 4 years that you can listen to.
Wow. Everyone get
worth a listen.
You got to catch up.
Worth a listen.
Thank you.
Thank you all for listening.
I'm going to go have a chat with Alicia and try to cheer her up, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.